What if you wanted to play StellaVanity, but Japan said no? Yo, welcome to GAIJIN Guide. Today I will be showing you how to purchase, patch, and play StellaVanity, and a little bit of information about some of the modes and stuff. So let's just jump right into it. Alright, so you're going to want to go to your favorite web browser, and we're just going to go up top and type in dlsite.com. And here you're going to be greeted with this. You don't even need to view it in English, like whatever. Just type in StellaVanity right here. Hit search. You're going to want to go to this result, the all ages results, and here's the game right here. You can get the soundtrack if you'd like as well, but yeah, you can click here to download a demo if you want to make sure that you can run the game properly, but otherwise you're just going to go add to cart like this, and then you're going to go to your cart and you're going to check out like you would on any other site. So you're going to need an account for this. You can make an account on the English dlsite and it'll work just fine. This game is on both Japanese and English dlsite, and you can share an account for them. So after you've purchased the game, it's going to look like this, and to play it you're going to want to go over and click this button. This is your library, play.dlsite.com. I've kind of ethered this game out of my library for some reason, but you should be able to find this page right here from your library normally. And if you click this button, it gives you a few different options for downloads, but really just hit this zip right here. But one thing to keep in mind is before you download this, you want to make sure that you have Japanese language packs installed. It just helps because sometimes the file name can, the file names can be encoded wrong if you don't have Japanese language packs, and then the game won't run properly. So yeah, you're just going to hit this and you're going to download the zip file. Now you're not quite done yet. There is a patch that you're going to want to apply to the game. Someone who was super nice over on Shmups System 11 actually set this up ages ago so that the game runs properly on modern systems. We're going to ignore this for a moment. So if you just search StellaVanity Win10 patch and go to this forum right here, you can just scroll down to the bottom, and there is a link right here from Zarok. Huge thanks and shout out to Zarok for this one, real one. So if you just go here and you download this folder, this zip folder here, it's got these files, and you're just gonna drop these straight in your game folder. That's all you need to do. Super simple. So when you go to extract this, I'm just gonna extract it to the desktop real quick. Something you're going to need to do, this stumped me forever. I was switching around my language settings and all sorts of crap like that. This folder that you extract, you're going to want to just take all this crap off the end. So it just says StellaVanity. And so this is what it's going to look like. And if I go download this patch, okay, there we go. Going to extract this, and here you go. You're just going to take all these files. I guess you can leave off the README, but I like to leave it in there. And you're just going to go straight into the game folder, and you're just going to paste all this right in here. And now you're good to go. But there's a couple other things that are worth mentioning about the game, so I'm going to hop over to the game and I guess, yeah, I'll just do it like this. So I'm not going to full screen it, but you can, you know, full screen it normally. So you're going to have a few options here. Here's just a vanilla install of the game. First of all, it has a shop system. And so the system shop is going to give you various HUD elements and extra continues and the ability to practice certain stages past a certain point. I'm going to recommend that you get like all of this shit. this is extra continue. I don't really think that using continues in this game is all that good, but if you want to, these are pretty cheap to unlock down. You get up to like 8 or 9 or 10 or something like that. You're really going to want this, and this is just going to tell you the score to your next extend. And this one, if I remember correctly, and this one right here is going to give you a score breakdown. There's quite a few bits of information that you're going to like from here, but I'd say that just start buying this stuff whenever you can afford it, and that's fine. Then there's the item shop, and now these are all consumable items that basically are going to change things about the game. It says below at the bottom of the screen what they do. You can like take a photo with your phone and upload to like Yandex Translate or whatever if you want to really know exactly what all this stuff does. I don't really play with items, but it's a totally valid way to play the game. And then there's the custom shop, and this is various unlockable things that you can purchase in game that specifically affect one mode. So that gets us to the modes. There are 3 modes: story mode, rule mode, and rule mode strict. Story mode allows character progression, so that's going to be tied to your character status here. So your playstyle and your performance in the game and the items you buy and your custom shop stuff is all going to affect your stats, and so you can play the game in that kind of Euro shmuppy way. But, you know, don't be fooled, this is not at all a Euro shmup. But the progression in story mode is really cool. It's a very fun way to experience the game. Now, rule mode does not allow for the character progression, but it does allow you to use items that you've purchased in the shop. Now, what I play is rule mode strict, which is basically like a more traditional arcade experience where you can't use items and your stats do not matter. So this is just, you know, you get the same game every time you play. And generally, because the community for this game is relatively small, you can kind of play whatever and just find what you enjoy. I like rule mode strict. I kind of prefer aesthetic gameplay and, you know, just trying to focus on I don't know, certain core aspects of the game, but these are totally valid ways to play the game as well. So one more thing, and that is there are many difficulties, but that's not what I was talking about. I'd highly recommend starting with easy, and you're going to have 2 players here. So you have Azerlet and Lemelin, and you have Type C and Type S. So Type C is a much more fundamentals style shmup experience. Type C is where you basically have your rapid shot, your focus shot. You have a sort of like quick bomb, bullet canceling, I believe it's called like an assault shot in here, and then you also have a hyper. So this is a much more traditional way to play. You kind of just jet around with the rapid shot, focus on big enemies, and then, you know, when you're close to killing an enemy or a boss phase, you pop your assault, and, you know, when your meter's full, you hyper. Very simple stuff. Really great way to play the game. It's actually a little harder in some instances though than Type S, which is a much more complicated way to play, where you get a sword attack and you get a kind of multi-tiered hyper system. I don't really understand Type S enough to feel comfortable explaining it in detail here, but there's a decent amount of good information about this on the Shmup Wiki, so you can check that out. Otherwise, Azerlet is your typical, slightly more powerful, you know, narrow shot, and then you have Lemelin is your like spread shot, like default. I find that Azerlet plays a little bit better and just generally handles a little bit better for a lot of sequences, but you know, it's totally fine either way. So assuming that you're going to go in and play the game, you're going to have, there are 7 areas in the game, and you can choose which ones you'd like to play. there's a rank system, and I would highly recommend starting at rank 0. And the easiest way to assure that you stay at rank 0, even if you're playing well, is to skip areas 2 and 4. If you go the route Area 1, Area 3, Area 5, 6, 7, then you will stay at rank 0 for the entire run, guaranteed, and that will make things much easier on you. If you perform perfectly in Type C or hit certain scoring requirements in Type S, and you take each stage in order, you will be able to go all the way up to rank 4 EX and fight one of the TLBs. And the game, honestly, playing the difference between rank 0 easy and normal is less than like rank 0 easy to rank like 2 or 3 easy. The rank system is really intense in this game. So practicing, it's best to kind of skip out on area 2 and 4 until you're feeling a little bit more comfortable, and then I'd say go practice those and learn them, and then start going for rank runs. I'm going to throw links to everything I've talked about here, the game on dlsite, the patch, and the wiki, as well as some other translated resources that I've found helpful down in the description below, so definitely check that out. Alright, one last thing, I need to shout out Galactaray and the other good folks at the STG Revision 2020 Discord channel for helping me get started with StellaVanity originally, and providing nearly all of the information in the wiki and that I have dispelled to you in this video now. So major shout outs and thanks to them, and keep playing shooting games.